And we're live. We're just recording. Okay, we're gonna learn how to do a high ponytail today. So thank you to my model, Abby. So the first thing you wanna do, Abby has a lot of hair, and so sometimes I'll even have her put her head upside, flip her hair upside down and do it from the bottom up. But we're just gonna see how it works today with just having her sit down. I'm using a smoothing brush. It's got two sides with two different kinds of bristles. These are like $5 at the beauty store or on Amazon. You want to get all the hair as high as you can. So we will just kind of start to gather it all together. And I really like to make sure the bottom is extra smooth, and we'll show you the back when we have our end result. But I like to take it from the bottom and start brushing from the bottom up. It starts to get all that hair right where you need it. And I'm a big stickler for bumpies, no bumpies. If you have bumps, you can always use bobby pins to smooth them out and pin them. But the most important thing that you want for these ponytails is to make sure that the ponytail lines up with the top of the ear. So I'm not quite there. We're gonna keep brushing. Keep brushing from the bottom up to get that ponytail as high as we can. That's the most important thing. Get it in line with the top of the ear. Cardinal rule of cheer ponytails. And it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. We can always smooth out these bumps after we get it into the hair tie. I'm just gonna get a couple of these bigger ones out. Depending on your athlete's hair type and how much they have, you might want to use a little gel or some kind of product that will get it into shape. All right, looks like we're just about there. Grab a hair tie, put that first hair tie in. All right, so yeah, we're right there in line. The second trick that you want to do, I'm going to smooth some of these bumps out first. All right, and then this is when I might spray it for the first time for the sake of preserving Abby's hair today, because it's not a competition day. We're not going to spray it right now. But the next trick that you want to do is, in order to keep the ponytail intact and to keep it high, you want to use multiple hair ties. So I'm putting in a second hair tie and then a third. And I'm using blonde hair ties. It's always nice to use the same color as their hair, but it's not so important because your hair accessory is gonna cover the hair. So see, that keeps it nice and high and bouncy. We can always smooth out these bumps and spray it. All right, I'm gonna show you how to smooth out a bump using a bobby pin. So I have a bobby pin here, open it up, and I've got a big bump right here. Just put it at the bottom of the bump and then smooth it on up. Just move it up like that. And you can do that just about anywhere on the head to smooth up. There's a couple more bumps here. You can take a pin, put it in there, smooth it up. Just get it as close to the base as you can. because again, your accessory or your bow will hide a lot of that. We're gonna do just a little spray. This is a great spray to use. It's the Got to Be Glued Blasting Freeze Spray. Highly recommend. Spray it, and then you take that smoothing brush again and just brush toward the hair ties. She's got a lot of wispies down here, so I'll take some more hairpins, kind of gather up that hair. Pin it. Pin it again. We can do a little spray on the bottom and then take that smoothing brush again. You really want to make it slick and high. Again, you can use a hair gel or a pomade or any kind of like texturing gel could work to work it into the hair, especially with that fine hair with a lot of wispies. You can do that before you put it in the ponytail. But there you go. Okay, now we're gonna do a curled ponytail for those who have to do a curly ponytail. I'm gonna take this little tuft of layer right here, and I'm gonna actually pin it down. So if you have this issue and they have shorter layers or bangs that are gathered up into the ponytail, you can just kind of take it and pin it down below the hair tie, like that. Another trick is the crisscross bobby pin. So I'll pin down one way and then kind of make an X the other way just to keep it tight. And you always want to pin with the bumps on the bottom. Always pin with the bobby pins, bumps on the bottom. All right, so again, Abby has a lot of hair, so it will take longer for some, so just keep that in mind when you're planning for time. This is just a wand curling iron. I think it's a 1/2 inch and it kind of gets smaller on the bottom, but you can use curlers. You can use kind of the smaller hot rollers if you want to. I know a lot of people will do curlers at night, the night before, and then take them out on competition day. But I just like to do a few small pieces at a time, and you kind of want to go every 2 or 3 strands of hair, go a different direction with the curling iron. And depending on what your coaches ask for, they might want tighter curls or looser curls, kind of that more wavy look. Tighter curls, you're just gonna roll your curling iron into the strand a little bit tighter. The looser ones just make it a little further apart. So see, that one's a little bit tighter. This one will be kind of a wavier curl, and you do it not so tight on your curling iron. Probably gonna speed this up so you don't have to watch the whole thing.